We're ready for another weekly Mayor's Message, and on this beautiful sunny day, and I hope the weather continues like this. It's beautiful.
Firstly, you wanted to talk about the state government approval of the Woolnorth expansion.
Yeah, the state government last week gave Woolnorth the OK to develop about 1,806 hectares of land at Woolnorth, and this has been going on for 3 or 4 years. There's been a lot of reports that Woolnorth's had to do, and finally after these 3 or 4 years the state government has granted this to happen. I know that it needs now to go to the federal government. I suspect within around 2 months we should find out that has been granted as well by the federal government, so that's going to mean many jobs for Circular Head. And I know the state government has been really keen on the dairy industry and trying to double the dairy industry. There's always stated that a large part of this would come from the Circular Head district, and opportunities like Woolnorth is really great for our community and will provide jobs and will provide much more milk. We continue to expect that Asia will want protein milk products, so yeah, this is a great story for us and good for employment and good for Smithton, which should reap a lot of benefits out of it as well. And so I look forward to that happening. And also it's really important to realise that the devils are going to be protected in that there is going to be a proposed fence from the Robbins crossing right down to Premingana, and this fence is going to stop diseased devils from getting into the those at Woolnorth that doesn't have this disease, and we're pretty confident that that will stop disease from going into that area. And if we can provide habitat that is going to look after these devils, it's good for conservation area as well. So look forward to this project, and yeah, the sooner it happens the better.
On a not so happy note, the departure of the CEO.
Yeah, Mike Guerin, it's unfortunately is leaving the company around the 20th of March. Mike Guerin has been not only CEO of Woolnorth or VDL, but he's also been a great asset to our community. He's worked with a number of committees in Circular Head for the betterment of this area. I know he's been a grand stalwart for us and been a great person, and it's going to be really unfortunate to lose Mike because he's had a big influence and he would have been able to continue to do that, and I know he was looking forward to doing it. So unfortunately he's not going to be with the company within the next 5 or 6 weeks, so we wish him and his family well as he leaves the area.
And lastly, you want to talk about the funeral of Grant McGlasson.
Yeah, Grant McGlasson was a young guy that's lived in Circular Head all his life. Unfortunately, around 7 years ago, he developed cancer and fought that very hard and had a lot of treatment, a lot of radical treatment, I must say, as well. And unfortunately, he lost his life this week, age 32. And the great thing about Grant is the attitude that he had while he was fighting that. He never once complained, he always smiled. And when he realised a few months ago that the cancer was going to beat him, he still never complained, and he took the lot, his lot, as it was. And I just think that it just shows the qualities of people in Circular Head, and I know that a lot of people supported, and a large number of people attended his funerals. But his life really epitomised what Circular Head's all about, and that's getting on with life. And even though things are really difficult from time to time, he really got on with life, and so I think his attitude to life was something that we need to honour and also respect, and we need to make sure that happens more in our district, and we don't get downcast by things that we haven't got control over, but we keep positive, and life will eventually come good for us.
Very good. Is there anything else, Mr. Mayor?
That's all this week, and I hope that this weekend we have a great music festival in Smithton, and I hope that I can report to you next week that we've made a handy profit.